Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Holloway's Garage. Today we're going to be working on this old K20. I believe it's a 70 or 69. I picked this up along with a bunch of other trucks that were just sitting in the yard rotting away. The owner passed away, and they finally wanted to get rid of a few things in the yard and clean it up. So I got this one. It's old K20. It's got a 350. All 3/4 ton drivetrain and everything. I guess it's a Eaton rear in it. Probably got 456 gears. It is an AC cab, I think, but this thing's in some really rough shape. So I'm gonna see if I can just get it running, and maybe we can get it driving in the yard here. But it's gonna take some time, I'd imagine. But we'll see if we can get this thing going and maybe give it a new life. Here's a quick rundown of the thing. The fenders are in pretty solid shape. They just have some rot in the corner there, like these usually do. The doors are basically completely shot. Interior is not great. It does have AC though, so it's AC cab, which is really cool. This has auxiliary tanks also, so it's got the one behind the seat, and then there's one in the back here too, and you can see the two filler necks. I'm pretty sure this is it's got an MP205, if I'd imagine. I'd imagine that's probably about right, and it's probably a T350 or 400. I'm not really sure what year they switched over to the 400 in the 3/4 ton trucks, but this thing, she's pretty rough all around. Real bad rot in the top of the cabs here, the top of the roof. And usually you can get a whole new skin for it, but it's kind of down into the pillars and all. It probably was a beach truck too, I'd imagine, but she's pretty rotten. And the bed's actually in decent shape. It looks like he took a grinder to it or something, and I don't know what he was trying to do with it, but that's what's making it look super rusty. But it's honestly not bad at all. It's real solid. And then you got this. This is actually the original bumper, but then it looks like you put something super heavy on it. The whole bumper bent downwards, bent the bed corners there, and then I guess he straightened it back out and welded a big piece of steel on it, and I guess thought that, I mean, it would reinforce it for sure, but I think the damage is already done there. And it's got these slotted mags. Probably was cool looking back in the day. Bed floor is just about gone. This side's pretty bad rail wise. It's got a spare transmission and motor in it from a 2-wheel drive truck. I don't know. This looks like a T350 too. Got some holes down here. Nice moss growing. Some hornet's nests. Nothing useful there. This is kind of cool. I guess this was because it's a custom camper. I guess this is to hook up lights for the camper that would, like, for a slide in. Oh, the mount's gone on this thing. But someone riveted in some rockers on it, but the cab is like basically shot. It's got a title and everything, which is huge for one of these. Always doing it for Dale here. See, there's another. Yep, Dale. Dang it. So yeah, I guess we'll see if we get it running at least and driving, and then maybe I'll just probably try to just sell it to somebody who wants to do a full restore on it or something, or needs a drivetrain. I mean, it's got a title, so that's huge. But well, we'll see if we get this hood open. And I don't think that's gonna happen. Let me I have to get a pry bar. On the grill. Just a little crusty. Let's see what we're working with here. Got the old 350 in her. It's going to I don't know. I guess we could see if she'll run. Everything's just about rotten in here. I guess this was a ground. It's nice looking. Where to start? Well, we'll get that carb all sprayed out and cleaned out, because there's, who knows, 20 years of junk in it, I'm sure. Now we'll get some fresh fuel. I'll spin this a few times and see if it turns over. With a bar, or a breaker bar. I'll go from there. Hopefully she does spin. Goodness. There's no coolant in there, so that's a good sign. Well, give her a shot. She's got some long tubes on her. If you can see, the lighting's kind of crummy. But this fuel filter's seen some better days. We'll give it a shot though. Get it cleaned up and see if we can get it to run. Core support's pretty much gone here, but so we're underneath. Got a 5/8 on there, and she's turning. So I'll just spin it a bunch, try to get everything kind of moving in there, and hope that there's nothing seized. And then I gotta figure out, I could run the fuel line. If this pump works, I'll just run this line to a container, and then try to get some fuel to it. And the other thing is, I gotta figure out what these wires go to. One goes to the starter. This one here, there's nothing. I'm guessing that may have been a ground to the chassis. So I think I'll have to go grab a wire from my junk pile and try to ground this thing out, and then maybe she'll start. I'll give it a shot. And she's spinning pretty darn easy now. That should be good. Now I'll work on figuring out the fuel situation and the ground, and we'll get this thing moving. I got the oil out. Check the dipstick, I mean. Doesn't look terrible. It's like maybe a quart low, but feels, smells alright. And feels like it would lubricate, at least enough for what we want to do here. Not gonna run it for a long time anyhow. Oh, look at that, there's another ground strap just dangling. So we gotta ground some stuff, and then we'll see if we get this thing cranking. Got this line out. I don't know how salvageable it is, but we're gonna see if we can use it. I'm just gonna cut it off and start a new end here. Alright, the cable doesn't look too terrible. I mean, there's some corrosion, but I think it'll do the job that we need it to do. So I'll probably just pull this up, shove it in there. I'll clean this little area here. Try to get a decent ground, as good as I can, and we'll move on to the next part. Got that thing rigged up in there. Just smashed it in there. Then we got it grounded out. So should be good to go. I don't know. We'll see. I got a dang boat battery in here. Let's just see if the starter will crank. Maybe she's got a neutral safety switch. Got nothing. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here, so maybe we'll hook, we'll just put power straight to the starter, try to get it to run. Got no power to the key, so I don't know. I just hooked this. I hooked a little starter switch up. We'll see. Dang, she's firing right off. Let me get fuel in there. I think we got it. We're under here now. I'll try to get this fuel line off. I got an old fuel line from a boat that I'll stick on here. This one's shot anyway. I might as well just try to cut it. So I'll try to cut it with the dang screwdriver. Probably end up cutting my finger open because of it. There we go. I'll use that old clamp still. Let me get my fuel line. I'll fish it down. Kind of a pain to do it with one hand. Bend that out of the way. Oh, they cracked. It'll work though. Cool. I'll tighten that up and bring it to the top, and we'll get this thing moving. This will work just fine. Good dirty hose in there. That should be great. Should be great for it. Move all this stuff. Let's see what we got here. I'll just turn the key. just so in case it does need to be on. So the wiring to that key is bad or something. And there's a crazy amount of stuff going on over here, so we'll have to figure that out. But first, let's get her running. Oh man, now what? That's what. Grounds are shot. Tighten them up. Oh, that's where that went. Two huggy duggies should do it. Let's see. Oh. Let me get the wiring a little tighter. Alright, here we go. See if we got her. Thing's jacked up. Alright, we're getting there. It's cranked off. Slowly getting there. I dumped some fuel in the carb. Solid to say that the fan is clutch is seized. Oh, there she goes. There she goes. Holy smokes. She's quiet as what the heck? Quieter than some of my daily drivers. She runs. That's huge. See if I mean, she was idling too on her own basically. I'm gonna just let her sit here and idle. Probably would help if I changed that old fuel filter too. Hot damn. She's got a slight exhaust leak there, no big deal. Well, that's pretty awesome. working, charging. Oil pressure looks good. I don't know how accurate that fuel gauge is. Spray some carb cleaner in there. Smoking. But she's quiet as can be. Listen to that thing. Wow. Wedge that thing open. Oh, that's dangerously close. There we go. Smoking bad anymore. Should just change that fuel filter. Let's get all this junk off of here and see if she'll move. That'd be cool. Probably do a tune-up on this thing, air the tires up, and she'd be pretty solid. Backfiring a bit. Suck up all that fuel. There's still fuel in there. I think it started sucking dry after I moved. Looks like a perfect spot for a fuel tank. Let's get her going again. Shoo! Dang. No problem at all. Let's see what we got here. What do you guys think? Think she'll move or not? I think she's gonna conk out the minute I put it into gear. If I get it into gear. It's in. Should be in gear. is. I don't know if that's working. We'll make note of where it is now and see if it moves. Pretty cool though. This thing's running. All 350s, man. You can't beat them. I might have to put the camera under there and watch us back. Oh. She's working. So next thing, let's check trans fluid. I didn't even think about messing with that yet. Let's see what we got here. We got a whole lot of nothing there. So let me go grab some trans fluid, see if we get this thing to move. Idle's real good. And I slapped her in, well, you know what I should do. She's in neutral. Let me see if I put her in 4 low. Let's see if she. She's for sure not running good. But she's moving. I think I'm gonna pull the rear tire off. Cut her off. I'm gonna pull that flat off the back and get a good tire on it, and then we should be in business. I'm gonna go get some fuel, some more trans fluid, and maybe we can drive this thing up to my shop. We'll see. We shall see. Well, it looks like the radiator's good, but the water pump's bad, or at least the seal is. Gonna let this thing idle for a bit. Hey, what's up, buddy? Let it idle for a minute, and I'm gonna try to get this tire on the rim. We'll see how this goes. I'm gonna try to get this tire to seal up. Might not happen, but I'll give it a try. Oh, dang, I thought I had it there. I think it's sealed one side. We'll see. Son of a gun. Alright, we'll try it again. Before I use all my starting fluid up. Think you got her that time, buds. Oh, guess not. Worth a try. Shot. Alright, I think it's sealed at that time, man. That's a lot better. Now I'm trying to get the lockouts to work so I could drive this thing in 4-wheel drive and it'll drag that rear tire. Of course, these things are stuck too. Alright. Listen how quiet this thing is. Silent. Just slapping water everywhere, but there you go. She should be locked in. Let's see. See what I'm dealing with there. Got a decent tire. I think she'd be driving. Let's see what we got. Dang it. I bet the brakes and everything else are seized on this thing too. It probably drank all this. Yeah, it did a lot of this fuel. Well, I'll call it a win for today. We'll get it running. We'll get it driving better. Maybe I'll do a tune-up on it and get this thing running and everything, or driving too. But call it quits for now. Well, hey guys, thanks for following along today, and we got that old truck running. We're gonna see if we can next episode. We'll see if we can get the. It seems like caliper's stuck or something. See if we get that thing moving and driving around the yard, and get it up to the shop. Maybe I can get it running pretty well, and work on that. If you like what you saw, feel free to like and subscribe. If you have any comments on what I could do better, or things that, any pointers or anything like that, or even if you just want to say that's a cool old truck or that's a piece of junk, whatever, just feel free to comment and like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys checking this out.